Protesters gathered at the corner of Main Street in Santa Ana outside of Wells Fargo to voice their resistance against the Dakota Access Pipeline. The Dakota Access Pipeline is an oil pipeline being constructed to transport crude oil from the North Dakota Bakken region through South Dakota and Iowa into Illinois, where oil would be sent to the East Coast markets by train or to the Gulf Coast via another pipeline that is being converted to carry the oil. The project consists of joint ventures between companies like Energy Transfer and Phillips 66, and projected costs are approximately $3.8 billion.
I am protesting actually for multiple reasons. The immediate reason is that the Dakota Access Pipeline is slated to be drilled under the Missouri River. The Missouri River, as you know, is a tributary to the Mississippi. There are approximately 17 million people downstream who depend on the Missouri for clean water. And pipelines historically have been dangerous. There have been multiple ruptures that people, they don't make the news, but it's happening. And oil is extremely toxic. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that the protesters at Standing Rock right now have undergone multiple assaults on their human rights. They're unarmed. They are peaceful protesters, and yet they have been sprayed with pepper spray. They have been tased. They've been shot with rubber bullets. And it's really been sort of under the radar since this has been happening.
Did you choose this location outside of Bank of America for any particular reason?
Well, I personally didn't choose it. I think it has been chosen because Bank of America and Wells Fargo are involved in funding the pipeline, among other financial institutions. They're not the only ones, but they're big ones. And something really concrete you can do is take your funds out of these banks, refuse to do business with them. I did that last weekend.
So what are you doing with your money now if you're not with a huge institution like B of A?
I have my money in a credit union.
In August, research outlet Little Sis published an investigation detailing which banking institutions, such as Citibank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan Chase, have extended a $3.75 billion credit line to Energy Transfer partners in order for them to complete the pipeline.
I made this, but it's a real picture, and it just represents who's really funding this. Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and this is a poster to stop the Corps of Engineers to revoke the permit for the pipeline. And here we go. We've been protesting for 6 months, longer than that. We've been going to Standing Rock, and all we got to say is the future does not involve oil.
On November 17th, Norway's largest bank, DNB, announced that it had sold its assets in the Dakota Access Pipeline, which totaled a loan of around $350 million, which amounts to 10% of the total funding for the pipeline. The news follows the delivery of 120,000 signatures gathered by SomeOfUs.org to DNB by Greenpeace Norway and others, urging the bank and other financial institutions to pull finances for the project. If the public continues to apply pressure and withdraw their business from other banks financing the project, we may see more of these financial institutions reconsidering their endorsement of the pipeline. Reporting for OC News Team, I'm Sam Kaye.